Of the happiest place on earth, where any discount that they offer is just a little joke, and you have to get a bank loan for a churro and a Coke. Mickey's got a strong pimp hand at Disneyland.
Hello, little monkey. Hello, little monkey. Hello, little monkey. Hello, little monkey.
With the geek by your side, even if your butt is wide, you can roll with the ride through the red fair. With the geek, you'll be fine. You can look like Frankenstein. He will not decline. You're the answer to his prayer. 'Cause geeks don't care. I wanna rock, but that means being inclusive of people and the cultures without appropriating them. I wanna rock, but that means being conducive to a balanced life of work and play and avoiding all loose. And I wanna rock. 'Cause I got boots and a hoo-hoo and nothing really better to do than me. With a magic wand from Hitachi, my friends would often ask me why my clothes are all askew. And I'd be digging in my pockets like I was a kangaroo. 'Cause nature will have blessed me with a man in a canoe. I got boots and a hoo-hoo. I got boots and a hoo-hoo.
Miss Garcia, the vaguely slutty Spanish teacher. One young man could learn how to roll his R's when his pants look like he's hiding cigars. The only phrase in his mind is estoy cachando, which is Spanish for I'm super horny. Visions of hot dogs wrapped in tortillas was a legend of Miss Garcia.
Super Danny's only super when he's blackout drunk. He can stop a robbery just by blowing chunks. When you see the damn signal of a bottle of Jack in the sky, let you know you can rely on Super Dan. Oh, you can bet that he will show. Oh, 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 if he's face down in a Merlot. Put on some sweatpants, sweatpants and fun leg slippers. Put on some sweatpants. I said they still fit tight and your butt still looks nice, but you won't have to walk like you're walking on ice. Sweatpants was the fashion uprising of 1244 when they took down the king because he dressed like a hipster. Fashion uprising 1244. Kitties and boots, 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 kitties.
And the little fairy bell means it is 6 o'clock and it's word salad. Word salad. Word salad. Maybe that's the theme song. How long have we been doing this show now? I still don't have a theme song for it. You know what? I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit. There we go. It's a professional show here, friends. Welcome to the show. It's me. It's Phil. It's Thursday. It's word salad. Thank you for coming to hang out. Drop a comment in the chat so I know who's here and who's tuning in. I think I saw Tracy in the YouTube chat over there. Kara's happening over here on Facebook. Welcome to both of you. I got a fun story for you tonight. It was an interesting last few days. Last week. Well, it's last week, but hey, Brittany's in the house. What's up, Brittany? Let's get started with a little tune here. And this one, here's the thing. I have not. My girlfriend got home from work about a half an hour ago, and until that point, I had not spoken to anybody today since she left for work this morning. It was one of those days where his head down working all day. I was working on booking gigs today, and it was just face down on my laptop all day long, not speaking to anyone out loud like this. So happy to be doing that, but my voice may not be warmed up yet. So let's find out. Let's sing one that's not easy to sing. They're great fried and baked, barbecued and glazed, served on skewers and buns, roasted with sage, with noodles in soup, add some chilies to put a little kick in. And of course you know I'm talking about babies. There we go. All right, eating babies tonight to start the show. You probably haven't heard this. I have a new bit in my show about eating babies. And it is going fantastically well. I'm very excited, and I just remembered I should probably do that tonight in the VR show that I'm doing. So it's 7 o'clock tonight, but just under an hour from now. If you've got yourself a VR headset and you want to join us over in Meta Horizon Worlds, there is the Failed to Render comedy show, and Steve is here. What? Oh my gosh, everybody! It's Steve from Tone Freak Studios. Steve has engineered many a track for me over the years, So anyway, Failed to Render tonight in Meta Horizon Worlds. It's a Failed to Render comedy show. It is in a recreation of the Brainwash, which if you're not from San Francisco, you don't know what that is. That's funny, Steve. The Brainwash was a laundromat / cafe space. That was the breeding ground for a lot of San Francisco comedy over the last 15 years, and it no longer exists, but Failed to Render has recreated the Brainwash in Meta Horizon Worlds, and that's where we're going to be doing comedy tonight. So that'll be fun. Here's another little one. This one's called Farewell, Fair Lass. I bade my fair lass a farewell as I headed so far out to sea. I said I'll be back before winter's come, unless I find a good deal on a condo. There we go. Yeah, Tracy knows the Brainwash. Brainwash. It's hard to say. Why is that hard to say? And honestly, I didn't do the Brainwash very many times because it just wasn't. It wasn't a great audience. It was a place to hash out jokes, but it was never a great audience when I was there. I would do it if Tony Sparks asked me to. Tony Sparks was the in-house host for all of the Brainwash shows, and I would do it if Tony asked me, but I only did it a few times. Anyway, hey, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do the show listings here real quick. So tonight, at 7 o'clock Pacific, Failed to Render comedy show in VR, Meta Horizon Worlds. Tomorrow night, I'll be at Galley Vineyards in Los Gatos, California, featuring for Tom Clark, which will be a whole lot of fun. If you don't already have a ticket, don't show up. It's already sold out. Why am I even mentioning it then? I don't know. The 22nd, next Wednesday, I'll be at the Santa Cruz Mountain Brewing in Santa Cruz, California. And then the next day, I head to the Slow Comedy Festival. The Slow Comedy in San Luis Obispo, California, which is what SLOW stands for. On the 23rd, which is Thursday, I'll be playing the very first show of the festival at Firestone Walker Brewery. On the 24th, I'll be at the Libertine, and the 25th, I'll be at the Mark. Those are all Slow Comedy Fest shows, and it's going to be a blast. It always is. I've done this festival 2 or 3 times before. It's always a great time. And then on the 28th, I'll be at the Blue Lagoon in Santa Cruz. Why? Because it's been a few months since I bombed, so I'm going to go to the Blue Lagoon and probably do that. Tracy said friends played the Brainwash and Tommy T's. Yeah, which Tommy T's, Tracy? Because there was a bunch of them back in the day. There's still 2 of them, I think. Maybe 1? There might only be 1 Tommy T's left. I don't know. Tommy's a jackass. I don't deal with him. But anyway, all right, so that's the show listings. Let's have a little song, and then we're going to get into our crazy story, all right? Well, it's a whopper. Maybe I should do like a full-length song. If you got a request of one of my songs, drop it in the that thing. Oh, I'm going to do this one. This is from the new album called Do You Believe in Tragic? This is the last song. I went towards the light when I found out I was dead. But I must have done some wrong because they sent me south instead. And at hell's orientation, I found out what's in store. An eternity of pain, all this and more. Kale for every meal, cake that tastes like dirt. Spending every day talking to a bunch of QAnon jerks. They gave me a laptop, but it's only got a tape drive. The radio only plays fucking Maroon 5. Every day begins with me asking, damn, what's that smell? It's just another day in my personal hell. There we go. That one's called Personal Hell, and you can find that on the album Do You Believe in Tragic, which is the world's shortest concept album of all time. It's 30 songs in 18 minutes, and there's a running story through the whole thing. Kara, saw that. I'll play that for you in a little bit there. So, and Tracy said the East Bay one, it's in Pleasanton now. Yeah, there was like a San Ramon one for a while of Tommy T's. There was a very short-lived San Francisco one. There's a story I should tell. There was a Tommy T's in San Francisco, right on Van Ness. Very nice club, real nice club. They called me one week and they said, hey, are you in town this week? We need a headliner because our headliner had to cancel. And I said, sure. I said, who canceled? And they said, Eddie Griffin. And I said, cool. Did you tell people that Eddie Griffin's not going to be there? And they said, kinda. So I show up and they're telling people at the door, as they're handing them their tickets, hey, look, Eddie Griffin couldn't make it tonight because he's filming or whatever. Actually, it was because he got in a fight with Tommy there was a lesbian that threw a drink at him. There was a whole thing. It was in the news. Anyway, so people are coming in the door expecting to see Eddie Griffin, and they're going, Eddie Griffin's not here. We have another guy you're going to love. He's absolutely fabulous, right? I have two openers, both of whom bomb. Even though I picked them, they're both very funny, but they bombed. And then me, super white dude, walks on stage to Eddie Griffin's audience. And it was a tough weekend. Let me tell you, we did 3 shows. And I had them by the end of every show, but I was a better comedian after that weekend. I'll put it this way. My feature act, Kevin Monroe, said, I've never seen anybody do an hour of comedy in 30 minutes before. I was just like, just keep talking. And there was like horrendous heckling, and it was a really, really rough weekend. But I got paid, and I was a better comedian after that. But yep, there was that. Oh my gosh, Steve requested whale blubber. I don't even know if I remember how to play it, Steve. Let's see. Nope, that's the wrong song. Nope, don't remember it, Steve. I would have to look at the charts for that one. It has been 1,000 years since I played Well Blubber. All right, so let's do this. I've got a crazy story to tell you tonight. Oh, the lesbian in the drink. Yeah, Tracy. Yeah, that was all in the news. Yeah, he made somebody angry at the Tommy T's in Pleasanton. He made this lesbian in the front row angry. He made some lesbian joke about her. She threw a drink at him. There was nearly a fist fight. Anyway, that's why he canceled the other Tommy T's gig, because he saw another Tommy T's on his calendar. He was like, I'm not going there. So anyway, yeah, weird story. It was a weird story. Now, let's get into the weird story that I intended to show you tonight. Okay, so I am on a website called Gig Salad, where I'm listed, and it's a place where I pick up corporate gigs, private party events, things like that as a comedian, where I'll go do comedy at these things. And I'm also listed on there as a guitarist, because there are times when somebody needs a guitarist for a studio session, right? Steve knows that, and that kind of thing. So I'm on there as a guitarist, so that people who need a guitarist, and a lot of times it's like, hey, I need a guitar player to play a romantic song. Well, I asked my girlfriend to marry me, and I'm like, that's not my gig. But so I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna show you exactly what happened here. Okay, so let's flip over here. And so what we get to, wait, I got to bring up another window so I can actually control this. So here's what happens. This lady says she wants a guitarist, and all the event details says, I will be singing, need to set the list of songs. Okay, now that doesn't make a lot of sense, but whatever. And I said, it didn't look like a good gig. So I said, I'm not available. I wasn't available anyway, so it didn't matter. And she said, thanks. Great. Okay. Then she ignores that. Ignores that I'm not available and says we can set it for a different date, basically. I'm interested in rehearsals every weekend, trying my vocal abilities so I can record an album soon. Okay, all right, this sounds like something. If with the date's flexible, maybe I'll get to play on the record later. Fine. Okay, so I jump in, I talk to her a little bit. She said, I'm a fan of Cranberries and Aerosmith. Okay. I don't need to know, but that's fine. So I send her a list of questions. How many rehearsals? How long you want them to be? What's the song list? Are you looking for coaching and production or just somebody to accompany you? Are there going to be other musicians? All this kind of stuff. She gives me a song list. Only You, The Platters, Patsy Cline, Crazy, Adele, Natalie Imbruglia's version of Torn, which I hate, Linger by the Cranberries, Tony Braxton, Unbreak My Heart. Okay, great. It's a list of songs. I'd like you to back me up if you can learn, if you can, I don't even remember seeing this one. She wanted me to sing too. Okay, well, that wasn't going to happen. I'm a soprano. Okay, great. Duration, 4 months, once a month. Okay, great. So I'm looking at this. I'm like, okay, well, this could be an ongoing fun little gig that we might do and see what happens. Now, it did say in the initial listing there was going to be an audience, but she hasn't mentioned an audience. This just sounds like a rehearsal, right? Possible during the week at 5 p.m. Thanks for your thoughts. Okay, cool. So I quote her $250 per session for a 1 hour session. She says she bargains me down to 200, and I said, great, yeah, that's fine. She said I got a big room in Alameda. Now that is different from on the Alameda, which is what she meant. You'll notice there's no capital letters here. There's no capital letters nor punctuation. This should have been a giant red flag right off the bat. Anyway, so we set this up, and I say, great, let's do it February 10th. That was last Friday, okay? And she goes, I've recorded 3 songs in a studio in New York. My husband put them on YouTube, and they have around 200 views. Now, she's telling me that, like, that's a lot. But, okay, cool, whatever. Everybody's got their level of whatever they're doing. She'll pay, da-da-da-da-da. She gives me the address, okay. And so I send her the official quote so that we can get the job done. And she says, and she mentioned she doesn't have a microphone. And she said, I said, do you need me to bring a PA system, or do you just not have a microphone? How are you a singer without a microphone, essentially? And she said, it's like an ordinary microphone. Like, I need to hold something in my hand, like a microphone. I cannot sing without doing that. So she can't sing without holding a mic. Okay, cool. She says, I'll try and get a microphone. Now, there was a part in here somewhere where she said she actually holds a water bottle like a microphone. I found weird. All right, so she's going to hold a microphone, but not plug it into anything. Right. Okay, great. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I usually hold an empty bottle of water while I'm doing karaoke rehearsal. Okay. All right. So she's going to buy a microphone. That's fine. I mean, I always carry mics anyway, but whatever. And so, okay, she's going to pay. All right. So now we quote. Okay. And she says, I won't regret this. Oh, yes. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. All right. And so I confirmed the date and time with her. I confirmed the set list with her. And I asked her if she has any particular charts or specific keys that she needs the songs in. She says, whatever, basically. Okay, super, good. She has no idea what she's doing. There was a couple of Spanish language songs in there. I said, do you want to do those? She said, no, we'll skip those for later. Right? It's not too crazy yet. Okay, now, here's right here. How can you call me? Okay. Now, when she says this, I am out shopping with my girlfriend. We're at Target. We're coming out of Target, and I get this message, and I go, I got to call this lady. I'm just going to do it in the car, before we leave. And so I get on the phone, and I put her on speakerphone because I feel like I need a witness. There's red flags just popping in my head, and I feel like I need a witness to this phone call. And during the phone call, I said, hi, Sanja. She goes, oh, sorry, it's Sonia. I said, great, Sonia. And that should have been all it would. The next one, Sonia, it's Macedonian. I was, okay, well, cool, that's interesting. It didn't stop there. Oh, it's Sonia, it's Macedonian. Everybody makes the mistake and uses the J. And she's just yakking, just going, just talking like I am now. But, like, you're not answering. And I'm just like, okay, yep, okay, And then she says, there is going to be an audience for this rehearsal. Okay, fine. That's not how rehearsals go, but whatever. That's cool. And then she says, and then the last part of the hour, she wants to leave for her friends to do karaoke. Okay, great. That's fine. That's less work, less playing than I'm going to do. Great. Okay. And then she tells me, oh, there's a Macedonian song she wants to do, and she really wants to do it because it was her favorite song with her former boyfriend who died in like some fiery car accident. She's telling me about all this fiery car accident, this whole story about her dead boyfriend and this song. And I'm like, I don't need to know. And my girlfriend is sitting next to me in the car like this. And this woman is just jabbering. This was like a full 15-minute conversation. And then she sends me pictures. This is me, and this is her best friend. Okay, great. This is her husband. I don't care. And you see, it's like ordinary event. Don't worry. Like I don't know if she sensed I felt red flags in this or what, but she obviously didn't understand that I do these kinds of things on a regular basis. Not this exact type of thing, but I'm not afraid of an audience. So then that night, my girlfriend goes, hey, do you think she meant having you be the accompaniment for this karaoke section of the night? And I was like, oh my gosh, I hope not. And I thought I should clarify that just to make sure that she knows that I'm not going to be karaoke backup, because I don't carry a collection of songs that large to where I can just take requests like that. So I said, hey, I just wanted to clarify. I may have misunderstood during our phone conversation. I won't be able to be the karaoke backup, for your friends during that section, but I'll be happy to back you up on the set list that we've previously discussed and agreed on. And then the next morning, this was the same night. She says, all my friends are into karaoke. We're going to do all night karaoke party. So I'll no longer need your services, but I'm not going to ask for the money back, which I paid in advance. Consider it a courtesy. Now, at this point, she was 3 days away from the gig anyway. She wouldn't have gotten the money back. So at least the deposit. Great. I'll keep the money. I said, okay, good luck to you. I feel like I'm getting off scot-free on this, okay? I feel like I've dodged a bullet. And I said, just a heads up, there's no need to leave a review if Gig Salad prompts you to, since we didn't actually do the event. Now, this is Friday night, the night we were supposed to do the show. I am going out to the Improv to go hang out at the Improv and see a show. And I get this message, sorry, Phil, I already rated you under an incognito name, not possible, as rude and low-class musician karaoke type of one. Good luck. Thumbs up for your career, and don't need to come visit me in Dior, because originally I'm fashion consultant and your style sucks. LOL. Now, I have no idea where this came from. I have to assume she was drinking with her friends. Then it gets better. You just offended the second Avril. This is how high she's aiming. Avril Lavigne. And her album and a career on MTV, and just because you judged me, you're stupid. Okay. Look my song Linger Sonya at YouTube, and keeping my voice. I'm holding my voice. I wanted you to help me, but you insult me. Oh, okay. Okay. I said, sorry, what? How did I offend you? And okay. The Friday night is still on. You can come to check out my voice, at least to give me opinion. The lounge room is open till midnight. It's really up to you. Everything in life is gambling at the end. I don't know what that means. I'm about to just go to the Improv and have a night, and she's angry at me and still wants me to come by. You offend me through my friends. I would never have asked you to back them up. You were not paid double to back them up. You were supposed to mentor me for 6 months because you are good. Okay, now I'm good again. Also, not mentor, not mentor. I did ask that question. And somehow she was offended because I was clarifying the details of what was supposed to be happening here. And that was too much for her, apparently. And hang on 1 second. I got to move some stuff on my screen here. And she is, at this point, she's the only person that I have ever met from Macedonia. And that means that now I have to assume everyone from Macedonia is a lunatic. Okay. Until I know better. It's like, like my girlfriend has a coworker or a friend, former coworker, who went to North Carolina once and met a few people, and now she hates everybody from North Carolina. How do I know that you're good? Because you have a good sense of humor. Okay, now here's the other thing. She never asked for a sample of my guitar playing work. Never. She jumped in this blind. She may have watched a video, but it's mostly stand-up. I have morbid sense of humor, high IQ. Yes on one, probably no on the other. I said, hey, no offense was meant. Okay. And then she still keeps trying to get me to come over. But if you're nearby and have 30 minutes of free time, we can still sing a few songs together. why the fuck would I do that at this point? And I'm a good and generous person who respects everyone. Aren't you curious to check my voice in person? No, I really am not. It's like I can be a superstar with professional studio recording, fixing, mixing. Yeah, any idiot can sound like a superstar with them enough fixing in the studio, right, Steve? And I have cash for that, no offense. Why would I take offense at that? Okay, I don't know. With money these days, you can sound like Madonna, although she is ugly. Okay, tangents. One tangent after another. Now, she's doing, this is like texting. This is blowing up my phone, one message after another. Haha, I mean with plastic face. And that J-Lo sucks. And that I don't even know who this is. And oh my God, so many fixers. And they kind of, I don't know what this is. And I'm just trying to get out of my car and go to the Improv at this point. And this is, she keeps coming into my phone like this. This is like having a crazy ex-girlfriend and never having dated this woman. It's insane. If you become my backup coach, I can zelly you $250 for each rehearsal. I will not underestimate you. So now she's still trying to get me in and paying my original asking price. There's no way in hell that's happening. They call me in high school boss. Okay. Are you coming? Now she's like, this is like, half hour later. Are you coming? It'd be just you and me, no party, and we will do few songs. No, absolutely not. 5 songs. Okay. At this point, I've stopped rehearsing the songs anyway, so I wouldn't even know them because I didn't know any of those. I knew the songs. I just had never played them before. I did not write a review yet. Caught herself in a lie. Okay. But I'm going to put a highly recommended and strongly approved for professional events. I am not a bitch like Trump. What? What? She is the queen of just non sequiturs. I have friends from all kinds of backgrounds and religions. Okay, now she goes on about who her friends are. And music is all about emotions without feelings. Everything is so misspelled. Without feelings, you are a piece of shit. Pardon my language. Okay, now I'm a piece of shit again. Before, super professional, and she's very generous and kind. I was so ambitious to come because you are honest. You speak from the heart. I didn't know speaking from the heart. I agreed with her and clarified details. And that's a rare thing. Good luck to you, but you did not respond. If you can come, as I said, it's still Friday. All this was Friday night as I was just trying to go to the Improv to see a show. And then she did in fact leave me a review. She did in fact leave me a review, and it was a 5-star review. It was, so you can see right away, he's a good musician. She left this whole thing. He's very professional. And then right at the end, like she didn't stop soon enough. If she'd have just stopped at the very end, she goes, but he's very hard-headed and doesn't take anybody else's considerations into effect. Because he thinks he knows everything. And I was like, oh, geez. So it can be very tricky to have reviews taken down from a site like this. There's another one that I used to be on that I got one really terrible review on, and now I'm not on that site anymore. And so I contacted Gig Salad and I said, could you look at this discussion that I had with this woman and please take that review down? And they responded to me, wow, yes. So that was, I've never had like a really crazy ex-girlfriend. But I imagine that's what it's like. And that was this, I should have listened to my inside voice right off the bat where I said, yeah, this doesn't seem like a good gig. And it wouldn't, to have gone on, like one would have been it. Because I know in person, she would have been just as insane. But oh my. So anyway, that is the story of Sonia and the gig that was not. And all I got out of it was $200. So I'm gonna take it. and I had spent about an hour and a half preparing for those songs that we never actually played. So there you go. Ooh, I think there's material in there. I haven't sat down and like written on the story yet, but I think there might be some material in there. All right. Anyway, it's going to be about 6:30 here, and I've got dinner, and I've got to be in my VR helmet by 7 here. Dodging a huge bullet. Yes, Brittany, no kidding. Yeah, dodged a big bullet on that one. Like I was like in the back of my head, I was like, she's like the kind of person that you would probably like, she's engaging enough where you'd be like, yeah, we'll start a band. And then like you find yourself, screaming through a hole in a wall in a motel in Dubuque a year later going, why did I do this to myself? Yeah, I think I dodged a bullet too. So anyway, I'm going to do, Kara asked for the Hallelujah parody. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll close up shop, and I will go get my VR helmet. If you want to come join me at the Fail to Render Comedy Club in Meta Horizon Worlds in about a half hour from now, we can do that. All right, here we go.
I heard there was a secret song that David played for much too long, and the Lord said, you don't know another, do ya? It goes like this, the fourth, the fifth, pretty basic chords if you catch my drift. It's another crappy version of Hallelujah. Thanks, Jay. Hallelujah, Salagadoola, Magicaboola, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo, Boola. What? It was a party up. Oh man, I don't have my notes in front of me. There was a party up on the roof. All the liquor was 90 proof. You asked her bra size, she said, what's it to ya? She tied you to the kitchen chair. She broke your nose. She cut your hair and made you listen to hours of Hallelujah. Hallelujah. She broke your tooth, but hallelujah, 'cause then she blew ya. There was a time when we didn't know who Leonard was or Buckley, so we had to keep on listening to Imagine. Now every time it's on the tube or covered by another rube, Leonard's bank accounts are screaming hallelujah. Hallelujah, making moolah, bebop-a-loolah, hallelujah. Thanks, Brittany. Now maybe there's a God or two. If there is, he's sick of it too. The same song every day for millennia. And it's not a cry you hear at night. It's not someone who's seen the light. It's a desperate plea for fame with hallelujah. Hallelujah, I say screw ya. Gonna school ya on hallelujah.
All right, there we go. That's the Hallelujah parody. All right, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I appreciate it. Thanks for sitting through my crazy Sonya story. And next week, no word salad because I will be at the Slow Comedy Festival. And I will be on stage at the time we would normally be doing this or very close to it. And then the week after, I haven't decided yet. It's March 2nd is the week after. And it is my birthday that night. That whole day, in fact. That's how birthdays work. It is my birthday that day. I may take the entire day off just from doing anything. So probably it'll be March 9th when we do our next word salad here. But I might change my mind. I might come hang out with you on my birthday. But my girlfriend is probably going to buy me dinner that night. And so that doesn't happen very often. I might take her up on it. All right, you all are a lovely bunch of coconuts, and I love you all. So I'll see you in the Facebook group and all the places and all that kind of stuff. You'll still get emails from me about things, and we'll do this either the 2nd or the 9th. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye. Thanks so much.